Anytime, she said.
Oh, okay. All right, welcome a special meeting of the Harpswell Select Board to discuss our mill rate, and we'll hand it over to the town assessor's agent, Debbie Turner.
Good afternoon.
I didn't answer your question, but
I'm suspecting, Debbie, that we'll need quite an overlay this year.
yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, I've got, so in front of you, I gave you the proposal for 2026 mill rate and the overlays. So we have the minimum amount of mill rate is $4.77 with an overlay of $25,465.51. The maximum amount of a mill rate we could had was a $5 mill rate with an overlay of $895,330.36. I've given you 4 options in between those two minimum and maximum numbers. The first one I gave you was $4.82 with an overlay of $214,566.64. And I just tell you, the maximum one I gave you was $4.88, giving you an overlay of $441,487.88. The two that I gave in the middle were $4.84 with an overlay of $290,207.05. And the third one is $4.86 for an overlay of $365,847.47. I'm in between the two of the 484 and the 486.
Well, that being said, and no crystal ball here, but should we kind of,
We should have more in the overlay. We normally,
that's where I'm headed.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I did the higher numbers
Yeah.
in the 80s instead of the 70s. I could have done, normally we would have had a $100,000 overlay is what we
Right.
have done in the past. I'm thinking the high, that's why I was going 290,000 or 365,000.
But if we make it 485?
It's the odd numbers with the rounding
Oh,
is what happens. That's why we don't do
Damn.
odd numbers. I know, I know that would have been the sweet spot probably right in the middle. But with rounding, it sometimes rounds high and sometimes it rounds low. So, and I didn't have a chance to run a test of the mill rates to see if,
well, we should probably be 486 to be on the safe side then.
that's,
Just refresh my
Yep.
memory. If we don't expend all the overlay, that goes back into the fund, correct?
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
yeah.
Into my fund, in my pocket.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
I read
back
it.
into the
What are you
tax
thinking?
fund,
Yeah, general fund.
the general
Right.
fund, the help pay the
Undesignated.
taxes next
Right.
year.
So,
Right.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We
Yeah.
just use it next year to offset taxes.
Right.
So, I mean, what happens, like, once we're out of that overlay with abatements and stuff like that, like, if we keep getting more, we're kind of,
I looked that
It-
up because we have a warrant article and it authorizes the select board to use the overlay, but in the event there's not enough, it authorizes you to use the undesignated fund balance that already
Okay.
exists. So,
which was left over from last year's.
Right.
Yeah, but
Yeah, because we
we
didn't
might
have
be
any
debt or something
abatements
else.
last
Right,
year.
yeah.
The year before, we might have had a one. Year before that, one. So, yeah.
so I
Well-
think the point is you can't get to a point where
Yeah.
you can't grant an abatement
Right.
because you say, sorry, we
Right,
don't have the
right,
funds.
right.
right.
So I will move 486.
What?
I will make a motion at 486.
Oh,
$4.86.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just heard him say 86.
I was like,
I like 484.
I was the other
I'm
way.
with you.
I know, we always like
I
to go
don't
less,
know.
but we'd rather not hit the undesignated
But-
fund balance if we don't have to.
From what you've been talking to these people,
I've-
you think there's gonna be a line out the door? There's no
The
average
mill rate's
abatement.
going down, so I wish I had a chance to finish my spreadsheet to
Yeah.
see, I love to plug in these numbers to find out what it would have done for everybody. Yes, a lot of people's
Yeah.
taxes will be going down. There are some nobody's value went down,
Right.
unless it was
Right.
construction or a fire. So everybody's values did go up, but it varied in different areas, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking there's gonna be a lot, like myself. My value went up 150,000, but
It went down, yeah,
my taxes are going down by a few $100s from what I paid last year.
yeah.
And I'm thinking a lot of interior lots are gonna be looking at that. If you live on the water, not so much.
I'd like to keep it low because it seemed, and I only looked at a few, but it seems as though mobile homes, out of all the houses, saw one of the largest increases.
Mobile homes
Yeah.
and cottages,
Yeah.
because during
And-
our 2022 updates, they didn't get updated when we
Right.
had that study. So they're the ones that are actually seeing a 20-year increase.
And a lot of and this is gonna sound stereotypical, but a lot of the people that live in those mobile homes are the generational people that have been here for years and
Yeah.
years and on fixed income and stuff like that. And I would like to see us keep the mill rate low to potentially ease some of their tax burden.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
And the
they're
other
gonna
thing-
see a large,
Like
their
4%,
taxes
yeah.
may not go down.
Yeah. The other thing with doing this revaluation, all our exemptions are now gonna be at the 100% values. So homestead deduction will be 25,000 off your valuation. Veterans are now gonna be 6,000. Before, they were adjusted based on our ratio. So the state approved us doing this revaluation. They approved us to be at 100% for all of that. So, but we also have a lot of sales with trailers that have sold that are supporting the prices that we've got on the trailers
Yeah.
too, so.
I knew cottages were gonna go up. I didn't see mobile homes being part of that equation.
Yep, they were, yep,
I didn't either.
yep, yep.
But
And they're all across country because things are so expensive right now for a stick-built home that a lot of people are purchasing mobile homes now.
Yeah.
So you're seeing a growth in that.
Is it important to note that the figure that is, the assessed figure is the depreciated figure?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the taxable
if you look at the
valuation is
records-
taking consideration
Yes.
the year of the trailer, the materials that are inside the trailer, because everybody has different types of materials inside their homes. Some of them have exactly what they purchased, and some of them have upgraded, added additions or something, so, yep. But we took into everybody got measured, made sure the data was accurate, on the phone, in person, at the door. So a lot of the data, there was a lot of data updates, a lot of hiccups. So that could also influence some of these people going up more than others.
So I guess my question would be, the assessments were pretty accurate, so what's the chances that we would need a big overlay?
Are you comfortable with the 290 overlay?
The two, oh,
The
yeah.
484?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, either one of those two. I honestly thought the 365 was way too much. And that's what I thought about the 85, but then it was the rounding issue with the computers
Yeah.
and stuff.
Well, I
And
will,
that's the other issue for overlay is to help with the rounding, so.
I'll withdraw my motion and move 484.
All right, I'll second that one.
All right, any discussion on that? All in favor?
Right? There it is, the long-awaited
So
mill
when do you
rate.
think you can turn this
2
around
years
and
later.
tax bills might get in the mail?
Can I just write a check now?
Or
Yes, the tax collector will now take money. Well, I don't know about that.
when will the tax collector have the updated
Updated.
electronic records?
Well, today, I was trying to do a pre-run of the verification reports, and that's when I'm having issues with Northern Data right now that it's not doing it. So as soon as we do that, we do the clearing of last year's tax bills. We then have to update and post. That normally takes 2 to 3 days. Getting the tax bills out, what's today?
Today.
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
The-
Yeah.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Mhm.
Probably next week sometime,
Okay.
yeah.
Just try to give people a
I
sense
know,
of
yeah,
when-
because probably by next Monday, people will be able to make payments.
Okay.
The bills won't be out, but they'll be able
They
to
can contact the tax collector.
contact, we should have everything posted by then.
Yeah,
Because Northern Data likes to proofread before the post and make sure there's no issues
What a good idea.
with the prepayment, because
Yeah.
some people already prepaid their taxes.
yeah.
So we just want to make sure that the prepayments are showing on, so.
Yeah. And if anybody's curious, they can go online, look at their assessment, and,
Well, no,
Uh-oh.
Vision hasn't updated the online yet, because normally we do that after we do commitment.
oh, no kidding. So,
And so as soon as I get all that printed, then
Never
I
mind.
call, then I call Vision and say, okay, update everything,
all right,
everything. Because since when they gave it, I had a couple of things that needed to be cleaned up and tweaked, and open spaces, things I had to correct. Personal property wasn't even in there yet, so I had to enter all that last night, so, but. So,
Thank you,
so
Debbie.
$4.84.
$4.84.
I know you've been working
All
hard.
right, thank
on
you.
that.
Thank you, Deb. It's been working nonstop.
I think that's it. We didn't have anything else planned. Well,
No, all right.
Well, we can,
In this
end
case,
the
we're
meeting.
adjourned.
okay. David, could I get your signature on, that was approved at the last meeting, and
It was the guy on
Oh, yeah, okay.
Zoom.
if you had any questions, you should get Debbie.